Good afternoon, everyone. In this part of the Liberator series, we will be going over survivability tips. Hopefully this video won't be too long. It's just going to cover some general knowledge and tips you should be aware of when flying your Liberator, so you'll be more effective and you won't die quite as much. Firstly, we will cover fire suppression on fire versus fire suppressing early. Generally, you will want to fire suppress on fire as it gives you an increased health boost as well as giving your maneuverability back. If you're on fire, you have decreased maneuverability and that can get you killed. Fire suppressing will put you out of fire and you regain your maneuverability, allowing you to escape more easily. Fire suppressing early, and by early I mean around 3/4 HP or to half HP, should be reserved for situations you think you will be in a long engagement. More specifically, long enough to get 2 fire suppressions in. This relates more towards aircraft engagements as it can go on for a few minutes at a time. If the engagement drags out, being able to fire suppress twice will give you more HP than you would normally get if you just fire suppress whilst on fire. Generally, as a newer player, you will not gain benefit from fire suppressing early as you likely won't be in very long drawn out engagements with enemy aircraft. Another thing to note, however, your fire suppression can get out DPS. By this, I mean the damage you're receiving will be great enough to negate the regeneration fire suppression is giving you. This is a problem when fire suppressing on fire, as it will most likely kill you. Next, we're going to cover knowing when to peel. This is very important in every aspect of vehicle play. As a Liberator, you're vulnerable to a lot of damage sources: AA, ground-to-air, tank cannons, aircraft, and so on. The best way to put this point is it is all about knowing when to leave the fight. If you're above a fight and you are low on HP and continuing to take damage, it is time to leave. Loitering in a Liberator will get you killed. On top of this, hovering in a Liberator will get you killed. How long you can stay in a particular area entirely depends on the amount of AA and damage you are taking or the possibility of enemy aircraft engaging you. It is very hard to give a good description of when to leave as it is entirely dependent on the situation. The best way to get a good feel for when to leave based on the amount of damage you are taking comes down to experience and playtime. I can advise you, however, to take a short engagement with your target, then leave. If you take little damage, return and take a longer engagement. You can continue to do this process until you figure out how long you can safely stay at a base, and also be aware of possible threats such as aircraft in the area. It is also a good habit to scope out the area before you hard engage. Basically, kind of see how much AA is in the area and then go in for an engagement and see what happens. Just play passively until you're confident in what's on the ground. So next, we're going to be talking about fighting better pilots / avoiding them. So, knowing better pilots and who to avoid or play cautiously around will help increase your odds of success. I say success, not survivability. 9 times out of 10, a more highly skilled player will kill you. That's how the dice are rolled in this game. That does not mean you don't have a chance, however. Against highly skilled ESF pilots, hyenas are your friend. Most good ESF pilots don't tend to engage libs. Hyenas are the #1 ESF deterrent. They hurt, and most good ESF pilots will die to them or just leave you alone at that point. Against highly skilled Liberators, use the Vector. If you can aim a Vector well, you can kill top tier loop crews with ease. Yes, it is that good. Especially if you can get the jump on them. For that, I recommend stealth. With that said, the majority of the air-to-air tips will be in a separate video. Hopefully with the tips provided, I have increased your odds of success and ability to survive in a Liberator. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. As always, have a good one.
Visual on a mosquito. Target's down.
Gotta love that.
My thanks.
What's ammo?
Those swipes.
That guy got rammed.
Aw,
Oh, he rage quit.
Swipes.